A few weeks ago I bought a second XR with the intentions of putting in a bigger battery. I was planning on waiting till the summer to put in the bigger battery and just use it with the stock battery for now, but I recently found someone who needs a stock battery, and since it's becoming winter I'm gonna ride less and less with my Onewheel, so I decided to already sell the stock battery. So today I'm taking that one out. When removing a battery from a Onewheel XR, one of the most important things is you unplug this white connector first, this for the balance wires, and after that you unplug this connector, which actually is for the power of the battery. You have to do it in that order. That's how you remove the battery of a Onewheel XR. It's pretty straightforward. You just take off the bumpers, take off the foot pads, you take off the connectors, and then you can just slide out the battery case, open it up, disconnect the two connectors, first the balance wires, then the power, and your battery is out. So a few weeks have passed, and I finally ordered WTF rails for this Onewheel, and a friend of me is gonna let me borrow his stock battery until I get my hands on a CBXR to put in this Onewheel. So today, while we wait for the WTFs to come here, I'm gonna remove the tire and the controller so everything is ready to be put together in the WTFs. So let's start. So I'm starting with loosening all the connections so I can remove the hub motor and afterwards the controller. Be careful loosening these connections so you don't pinch any wires or break anything. I already removed the battery and the battery box since I sold that battery. That's why I'm working with only half of Onewheel for today. So to remove these connectors, you have one here that goes to the hub motor, and you have a big one over here that's already removed in my case, but that goes to the battery. To remove this, the first thing you do is you push out the little white tab, just like that, and then you have this small black piece right in front of the white tab. This small black piece right here. You push that down firmly until you hear a click. And once it's clicked, then you can pry it off. If like this one, it's pretty stuck and you can't get off just by hand, you can use a flathead screwdriver and just put it gently in there, left to right, wiggle it a bit, until you start to feel it loosen, and then you can pull out the rest by hand. And there you go, you can just pull it off like that. So now that everything is disconnected, it's time to remove the hub bolts. Once you remove the last hub bolt, support the rails a little bit so you don't pinch a wire. And then just let the rails come down, make sure the cables are free, and that's it. So this one we're going to put to the side, and then we're going to start working on the controller. And since most of it is removed, this part is very easy. And that's it. Now the stock rails are off, and all it remains is a controller, a wheel, and normally a battery case with a battery in it. Next week I should have the battery and the WTF rails, so I will install a stock battery and the WTF rails just to start with. And then beginning of next year, that's in a month, then I will buy a bigger battery so I have the extended range. For today, this is all I can do with the Onewheel. I wish I could do more, I wish I had a battery to install, but it's just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. This is a very long process. I bought the second Onewheel a few months ago. I removed the battery and sold it to someone who needed it. Then a few weeks have passed while I was just standing there. So I'm very happy that there's some movement in the process and that I'm getting my hands on some parts. So while I was cleaning the hub motor and the controller, a package came in the mail and it looks like it's my WTF rails. Except for the rails, I also got a t-shirt for free and one of the cup holders and also a bunch of stickers. The packaging looks very nice. Black box, float, all their branding, YouTube channel, email address, Instagram, all that good stuff. Packed by Ryan B, that's a nice attention of detail, telling you who packed it. And on the back side, float on my friends. So packaging looks really nice. I have installed WTF rails before on a friend's board, so ever since I did that, I needed to get my hands on them. I have ridden his board a couple of times and was very excited, so I'm really happy I was finally able to get them. Really nice packaging on the inside, as you can see. I did go for the black ones, they were the only ones in stock, and in my opinion, they're the most sleek color. This is a really good package. The build quality looks really good on these ones. I'm really excited to put these on. The only issue I have for the moment is that here in Europe we can't order railguards for them yet. So if I want them, I have to order them from the US, and shipping is going to be a long time, import tax is going to be a long time. So I'm going to have to look for a way how I can protect these rails. But for now, I can install the controller and the hub motor on these rails and get a first look at how the final product is going to be, and then patiently try to wait a few days until I get a battery, put that in the battery box, put everything together, and then go for a test ride. But I will show you that in this video. So this video is gonna be made over a longer period of time. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's install the controller. So I'm putting in the screws that hold the controller, the battery box, the foot pads, the bumpers. You want to make sure they're snug, but you don't want to over tighten them. Before I actually start doing the tire, I'm gonna get a towel to put everything on because I do not want to damage the rails already, and I'm gonna have to put it on its side. And then when that's done, you can start by plugging it back in the hub motor. So you want to slide it all the way back until you hear a click, and then close the white tab again. And then I see many people do this wrong, but you have the small round connector, they have a color code. So the black one that comes from the hub motor goes to the black connection on the controller, and the yellow one for the foot pad goes to the yellow one on the controller. So now it's just waiting for a week, then I have a new battery, and then I hope the weather clears up, because I'm in Belgium and the last week it's been raining non-stop, and I don't want to ride this board around in the rain. My second XR, I have ridden that thing around in the rain many times. It's pretty waterproof, but this one I'm not so sure of. I will get a bad jacket in the future, but for now I just want to enjoy it when the weather is good. So another week has passed, and as you can see, I'm working with almost a full Onewheel. I have a new battery already put in the battery box. I also got a new back foot pad with some new grip tape. Also put new grip tape on the front one. And yesterday a package came in. I wasn't planning on ordering it right away, but they came in stock, so I ordered them. And I got some bank bumpers. So now I will put it on the foot pads and the bank bumpers, and then this one wheel will be ready to ride for now. So all the parts are installed. All that's left to do now is go and have a test ride. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.